don't think, oh, thank you. I don't think that we can speed it up, but what we can do, what Turing gave to us was we create an avatar, which I know that's what you teach in your remote viewing course. We create an avatar, you give it a name, give it a, color, whatever you want it to be. You send energy into that avatar. You can use CTT to do that and tell that avatar how to go in and like basically uh, get those variables together. I'll give you an example. Those of you in the UK, you know the NS&I bonds, right? Years and years ago, they're like, oh, buy your bonds, get your bond number. And basically it's I paid £100. Okay. I bought £100 worth of bonds. Now, this bond company, what they do is everybody sort of pays in and then they do drawings every month so people win money. Okay. And a piece of mail came, excuse me, came and in London for me. And somebody texted me and said, hey, a piece of mail came to my old address in London. Hey, I think you've won on the NS&I savings bonds. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Well done. And she said, look, I recognize this envelope and I can see because it has this certain color that you won. And I said, well, oh my God, open it up. Right. And I'm thinking, oh, is it the £1,000,000? Because they apparently give out £1,000,000 a month. And then they also do like £50,000 and £10,000. And I was like, oh my God, my manifestation is coming true. I'm excited. It was a check for £25. And not only was it only a check for £25, when she videoed it and turned it over, I have to sign it in order to deposit it into a bank account. It's like not even worth it. And I was like, okay, universal consciousness, me and you, we have to have a talk here because that's what I mean. Your manifestations, they have to be specific. If you just say, hey, universe, give me some money, the universe is going to give you some money and it can do like it did me. It sends you a check for £25. Woo, you won the big grand prize, 25 quid. I'm like, mate, that won't even buy me and my family or my family and me a round of lattes at Starbucks. And not only that, I can't even sign. What do I need to fly over and sign the back of the check? No, forget it. So this is why if you just leave it generic, you'll find a penny on the ground or you'll get some bogus check like that, right? So whenever you're doing your manifesting, you have a certain amount in mind, basically you have to say at the very minimum. Okay, so say you want, I don't know, $50,000. Okay. I wish, right? You would say, okay, there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest at the very minimum. And then you could manifest $50,000, but it may not come at once. It may come, sporadically in dribs and drabs. So again, that's another command into the universal consciousness, right? I need a minimum of $50,000 in one lump sum. Okay. The universe will do what you tell it to do as long as it's within reason. But you have to watch the wording. That's why I would strongly advise. I mean, you can add some things to what you want in the CTT wording, but I would strongly advise this CTT wording. George and I, and like those of you, you've been here for a while, that CTT wording is watertight. Okay. Why do we say optimum? Because if you say ultimate, you could get yourself right off of this earth plane. Okay. Oh, I want to go for the ultimate ascension. Oh, okay. Well, let's arrange her death then, right? Because that is the ultimate ascension. That you have to be very specific when you're asking for things. But anyway, going back to solving these equations for us in the universal consciousness, we got Turing said to create this avatar, and there has to be very well defined rules within the avatar. Like, it cannot communicate with anyone else, right? It cannot go outside of the universal consciousness. It cannot be hacked into or reprogrammed by the dark. There's a very strict rule list that you have to abide by if you're sending an avatar into the universal consciousness in order to start, getting these variables together. Because if you think about, okay, I want to manifest $50,000 and whatever it is you want, maybe a new car, whatever it is, right? A new dress. That takes a lot of energy to manifest. First of all, is it coming from your own resources, right? Maybe you bought stocks years and years ago, you didn't even remember, and suddenly you get a letter in the mail. Hey, you remember these stocks you bought years ago? Well, they've gone up to 50 grand. When would you like to cash them out? What would you like for? Okay, so when it's your own resources, it's a whole lot easier to get your manifestation. But if you're asking the universal consciousness to get this, whatever it is you want for you, as we know, money is an energy and it is finite. Okay. So now it's got to find a way to go borrow, little dribs and drabs from probably millions, if not billions of people, a penny here, a penny there, to create somehow this manifestation to come into fruition. You could have millions of variables. So anyway, so what we're going to do today, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Miss Reality, for hosting. Another question we got is, are we going to be here for Memorial Day? Miss Reality said, yep, no problem. I'm game. I don't know what we would do if we a week without CTT. I think we'd all feel pretty miserable. And so here's what we did over the weekend. Got a lot of good information over the weekend. Really was working on the avatar and also installing this thought form that we want to, and I'll come back with more information on that because this is all very experimental at the moment, but this thought form that we attach to our souls or install within our souls, the soul consciousness, so that when we leave the earth plane, we are going to take our knowledge with us. So when they say, okay, mind wipe time, bam, but if it's already, we believe if it's already installed within the soul consciousness, they can't take that away from us, right? And so we're doing some experiments. Senior Manifestor is doing some experiments to see if that installation in the here and now, we're doing experiments to see if that works out for us. Now, what we came up with over the weekend also, our hairdresser, a lovely, sweet hairdresser. I love her. She's in Hong Kong. She's just amazing. She's the one that says, oh, by the way, if you tap in front of all the mirrors, it makes it so much stronger, because she's in her salon and she's tapping in front of all the mirrors and kapow. Okay, so for those of you that are new, you may not know, tapping in front of mirrors, or if you are lucky enough to have a bunch of mirrors around you, like big mirrors, not just like a little makeup mirror, but big mirrors, it makes it a lot more powerful. And she kept getting, because she just tapping very diligently, and she kept getting that there was a distrust of source. Okay. It kept coming back in her tapping rounds. So we looked into why she had this distrust of source, and it was, well, because we connected with a bird lifetime Nothing unusual there. We've all been birds and all kinds of animals. And she was trying to intervene. These birds were picking on another vulnerable bird. She was intervening, and then of course they turned on her and they injured her. And in fact, as we were talking about the injury, she says, "Oh, was it in my shoulder area?" And I said, "Well, yeah, that's exactly where they injured you." And she says, "Yeah, I could feel it. I feel as you're tuning in, I can feel that pain in the shoulder area or that discomfort." So, you know, the whole thing was, well, I'm now injured. I'm leaving the earth plane. How come we do not get to witness karma? Okay. Why she's left the earth plane? Why is it that the bad people or the bad whatever beings, they get to continue on with their lives as if nothing's happened? Why is it that we do not get to witness their comeuppance, right? This is an unfair system. It could be 10 lifetimes from now, but that's not what I want to see. I'm constantly putting out good karma all the time. I'm ethical, I'm responsible, I'm nice. I never intentionally hurt anyone. And yet, you know, I'm not even rewarded with the good karma. That's what we got for her. So, why is it that this karmic system, this karmic booby trap, is not, you know, basically giving our payouts sooner, faster? Why is that? Like, how long do I have to wait? Okay. So, instead of, and what we came up with was, instead of all of us feeling as if source should be protecting us, source should be, looking out for us, source should be this, source is responsible, source is, you know, in control of everything, I have no control, sort of. And a lot of that information is sort of coming from a religious angle, right? Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, all you got to do is trust God." Okay, that's all you need to do. Just trust God. God will take care of it. Well, you have to take it out of God, Jesus, whoever you want out there. You have to take it out of their hands and put it in your own hands, right? Because if you're saying, I distrust all of these people or individual beings, whatever, that are supposed to help us, when I have probed source and Jesus and Archangel Michael, all of them, right? They work with the system. If you think that they care about, and I don't mean this to be horrible, but if you think that they care about your suffering, actually what we get is they're indifferent. They do care, okay, but on the whole, they're indifferent. Why? Because the suffering is what makes the system work. It powers the system, okay? So instead of having a distrust and that distrust behaving as a blockage in your energy field, what we have to do is we have to transmute any and all distrust outside of ourselves. So, all of this reliance on other beings to come save us, right? We have to take out that distrust and we have to transmute it into white light, positive self love, and I'm going to add something else here, hairdresser, that I didn't add yesterday, which is self-love and self-reliance, right? We've got to stop thinking that we can't control this anymore, right? We can, but it has to start with us. And by the way, you're a fragment of source, right? So if you distrust source, you distrust yourself. And we got that so clearly. So is everybody up for that, working on this distrust of other beings to come, like, they should protect us and we're waiting for them to bail us out? Okay, good. Everybody's good with that. All right, Mr. Reality, are you good with that? Oh, We've lost Mr.
Yes.
Reality. Oh, good. There we go. We got a yes for Mr. Reality.
The
All
microphone was
right, if
hidden
you could
behind a
just,
window. Sorry.
oh, I can't hear you very well. Sorry, what did you say?
I said my microphone button was hidden behind a window that I had open up. So let's
Oh,
ready to rock and roll.
all right. So yes, and if you could explain the rules, please, that would be great while I'm typing this up.
Sure, don't text Liz. That's bad. And also don't leave if you've joined us. So if you think you might have to go at some point, leave now. And we're not responsible for any seizures that may come up if you're prone to seizure activity. And we want you to embrace yourself like you're giving yourself a nice warm hug and you're tapping bilaterally on your left and your right bicep as you repeat the words with me as Liz instructs us.
Thank you. God, that was really nice. Okay, so again, if you're prone to seizure activity, you are on medication for seizures, you have a history of seizures, do not do the CTT. This is not the modality for you. It will probably make you have at least one seizure, if not days upon days of seizures. Okay. Once we start, do not leave. Very, very important. We're doing energy removal here. If you leave, before we finish, before we close, we are not responsible for what happens to you. If you should happen to have to leave, your house is on fire, whatever. God, I hope it isn't, but you know what I mean. Go back as soon as possible. Go to the CTT channel, find a closing. Okay, it doesn't matter which one, just find it. Okay, so we're going to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to transmute any and all distrust within ourselves and outside white light beings. You can distrust the dark. That's okay. All right, so we're going to rock and roll here. This is how we open. If anybody does have any questions, please drop it in the chat. Everyone is very friendly here. They will help you. And again, just do not message me direct because it throws me off. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay. All right. And if you don't know how to tap, I'm sure somebody will drop the photo in the chat as well and show you your arm placements. You just do 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. All right. Let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to see,
to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. The energy feels great this morning. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay. And the last round, which is the most important for the opening, this is where we are being responsible with the energy. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world,
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world,
and they will transmute it into white light positive karma,
and they will transmute it into white light positive karma
put it back into the universe.
and put it back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
Say that again.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Do you know how much hate mail I got over the weekend over that Keir Starmer and Mark Carney probe? Oh my God. People, I don't even read this stuff. People writing pages and pages and pages, emails, and telling me how awful we are, and this information is wrong, and blah, 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 blah. And what happened today? Open up the British paper. Keir Starmer's just cut a deal with the EU, right? Liz, you're so wrong. We said he was going to, I know, where did they find the time? I don't know. And I just see the first line, which is usually full of expletives, and I just shut it down. But yeah, he cut a deal with the EU this morning. And I'm like, that's what we got in that probe. We got that his intention was he is going to start signing up to all this EU stuff, and before the end of his term, right? We'll be back in the EU. We got that so clearly. But you know, it's funny. People just they go those mind probes, they really are kind of dangerous for people that can't handle reality. Okay, so the optimum ability to transmute any and all distrust within ourselves, and well, you know what? We're just going to do within ourselves, right? That stand in the way of us receiving our manifestations. I love working on manifesting, by the way. Without Candace, without any negative, I know she's here. It's the middle of the night for her, bless her. Consequences. All right. I know, but you know what? They just want to spew it all out. Somebody says wackadoodle. I know. They're like, do I look like I'm running the UK? Am I in charge of the UK? Like seriously. That I mean, as if it's my fault. I just report what I get. There's nothing I could do about that. If I was in charge of the UK, we'd all have high tea. We'd have our CTT group, and we would have high tea at the gardens of Buckingham Palace. And then we could teach the king how to do CTT, and maybe they can repair their relationships over there. Good grief. I think it would help them. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to transmute
to transmute
any and all distrust
any and all distrust
within ourselves
within ourselves
that stands in the way
that stands in the way
of us receiving
of us receiving
let's do it this way, our white light manifestations
our white light manifestation
without any negative consequences.
without any negative consequences.
The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Ooh, what did you get, Mr. Reality?
I got someone telling me to go count the grains of sand on the beach.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Oh, my goodness. So let's have a look. Let's see what that stands for. It's like there's too much for us to sort out, right?
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. It's overwhelming. I hate myself. Overwhelmed to fix. Oh, of course, to fix my problems. Yeah, because it's so overwhelming. I'm now sending out the cry for help, right? I'm not saying that the cry for help is a bad thing. Okay? I think in times of absolute despair, it is necessary. But I also believe that we have the ability within us to fix the circumstances or at least manifest or make things better, expand our consciousness instead of waiting for the ones that we cry for help, right? To get their variables in line, right? Or to whatever, to make it happen. You know what I mean? So I'm too overwhelmed to fix my problems. That makes total sense. If you get anything, drop it in the chat and we'll keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I am too overwhelmed
I am too overwhelmed
to fix all of these problems myself.
to fix all of these problems myself.
I rely upon others,
I rely upon others,
whether seen or unseen,
whether seen or unseen,
to fix everything for me.
to fix everything for me.
I hate myself.
I hate myself.
Why would I trust me?
Why would I trust me?
I am full of self-sabotage.
I am full of self-sabotage.
I do not believe I am that powerful.
I do not believe I'm that powerful.
I am angry.
I am angry.
Don't you think if I knew how to sort my problems, I would?
Don't you think if I knew how to sort my problems, I would?
This whole setup is a mockery.
This whole setup is a mockery.
Why am I supposed to believe in things that I don't even know if they exist?
Why am I supposed to believe in things if I do not even know if they exist?
What else?
It's too overwhelming.
Yeah, it's too overwhelming.
The key is always hidden from me.
It's always hidden from me. Yes. What else?
No one's
Excuse me.
paying attention to my success and failure.
No one is paying attention to my success and failure. Mm-hmm.
but I'm more likely to have failure.
I'm more likely to have failure. I don't trust myself to succeed.
I do not trust myself to succeed.
I screw everything up.
I screw everything up.
I like this one. Our cry for help is manifesting the bad
Our cry for help is manifesting the bad
into existence and making it real.
into our existence and making it real.
God is on the other line. I am on hold.
God is on the other line and I am on hold.
There is no punishment
There is no punishment
and there are no rewards.
and there are no rewards.
Anything else?
Bad people succeed while I'm good and continue to fail.
Yeah. That was the whole theme of the tapping. Bad people succeed and I'm good, but I continue to fail and they win.
And they
Yeah.
win.
They're allowed to get away with it.
They are allowed to get away with it.
There's no justice.
There is no justice.
Yeah. What else? Anything else?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
What did you get?
I just got that I want to shoot people. Well, I got the image of Han Solo shooting Credo in Star Wars. So I want the retribution now by just blowing up the person that I think is deserving of getting blown up.
Oh, and my kids would be so proud that you said that, and I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean?
So in A New Hope 1977 Star Wars movie, Han Solo's in the cantina and he shoots this guy who is out to get him without the guy. He just shoots him point blank. So I want to give the retribution to people. I want to rain down hellfire upon those people that I think are deserving of it.
Is Han Solo good?
Yeah, it's up for debate.
Oh, okay. All I know is Darth Vader and the girl with the little things in her, what's her name? We did a video on her, didn't we?
No,
She
I think
passed away.
no, not her. All right, but yes, I want to rain down hellfire on those who've wronged me. Why can't I do it?
Ah,
Why can't I see it?
right. And then if you do, right, if you decide to bring that justice in, like vigilante justice, you're going to be the one that gets in trouble.
Right. That's not fair. That sucks.
No, yeah, totally. Okay, let's keep going. I was born with born into a life full of deficit. Like I'm too deficient. I'm defective that I can't even manifest something very simple is what I thought. Okay, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
If I take out vigilante justice,
If I take out vigilante justice,
I will surely be punished.
I will surely be punished.
Karma takes too long.
Karma takes too long.
I need to see results immediately.
I want to see results immediately.
I don't like waiting.
I do not like waiting.
I live my life by the book.
I live my life by the book.
I feel abandoned
I feel abandoned
by those that are supposed to protect me.
by those that are supposed to protect me.
I was born into a life full of deficit.
I was born into a life full of deficit.
I'm pitiful.
I am pitiful.
I cannot even seem to manifest the slightest thing.
I cannot even seem to manifest the slightest thing.
What else?
No one is helping me raise myself up.
No one is helping me raise myself up. Why does everything have to be down to me?
Why does everything have to be down to me?
I help others.
I have others.
I help others.
I do, indeed. I help others.
Why can't they help me?
Why can't they help me?
When I need something,
When I need
everyone is gone.
when I need something, everyone is gone.
What else?
I feel like I'm blindfolded playing pin the tail on the donkey.
I feel like I'm blindfolded playing pin the tail on the donkey. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else?
I don't even know what my debts are. How can I repay them?
Yes, I don't even know what my debts are. How can I repay them? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else? I like to self-abuse.
I like to self-abuse. I
That's
feel like
my
I'm a
only way
puppet.
out.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's my only way out.
That is my only way out.
I feel like I'm a puppet
On a string.
on a string. Anything else? Okay, let's close this one down. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Ooh, now during that last round, I got a lot of tension around the front of my head, and now my head is hurting. What did you get?
I got this image of the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, which is up a mountain and very protected. It's like that's where I left the answer that I'll never be able to get to. So my answer is hidden away.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So the answer is hidden away. Mm, yeah. The answers are always hidden away from us. Always. It's not a fair, nobody said the system was fair. However, we're just trying to figure it out and then work with what we have. And that's what we're going to do, right? We're going to stay positive. Because if you start rejecting the system, okay, if you start saying, the people that want to find the trap door and go live in some other paradigm, those souls, they're not going to last for very long, even if they were able to manifest some sort of trap door, because there's nothing powering the soul there. Nothing at all. The universal consciousness also powers the spirit world. Okay. If you go and try to find some paradigm and there's nothing there to give you power, what happens? The energy dissipates. You exist no more. Now maybe some people are okay with that. Me personally, I like to exist. Yeah, okay, it's hard, but I'd rather have than not have. You know, come on. Why wouldn't you? So whenever you're rejecting the system. See, that's the thing about the distrust. If you distrust that nothing ever goes your way, nobody is for me, the system, God, guess what's not going to come to you? Your manifestations, because you are a part of that. So now you're distrusting yourself. That's why I said, you know what? We're just going to work on distrusting ourselves. Um, okay, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
All of this anguish,
All of this anguish,
this frustration,
this frustration,
rejection of self,
rejection of self,
self-hatred,
self-hatred,
feeling that we are incapable,
feeling that we are incapable,
we are not successful.
we are not successful,
Oh, okay. We're losers.
we're
That's
losers.
where that came in. Yeah. We came into this life to be one big failure.
We came into this life to be one big failure.
We can never seem to win.
We can never seem to win.
And what was it you got?
The seed is locked away,
Mm,
inaccessible.
yes, the seed is locked away. The knowledge is locked away.
The knowledge is locked away.
How are we supposed to succeed when we can't even find the information?
How are we supposed to succeed when we cannot even find the information?
Everything is too chaotic,
Everything is too chaotic,
disorganized,
disorganized,
cluttered.
cluttered.
I feel like I'm blindfolded.
I feel like I am blindfolded.
I don't even know what I'm searching for or how to solve these issues.
I do not even know what I'm looking for or how to solve these issues.
I'm angry with myself.
I am angry with myself.
I betray myself.
I betray myself.
I don't love myself enough.
I do not love myself enough.
What else?
I feel
Nobody
like
put
I've been
anything?
betrayed and the universe has turned its back on me.
Yes, I feel like I've been betrayed and the universe has turned its back on me. I have no support system.
I have no support system.
I have no guidance.
I have no guidance.
What else?
Why did I sign up for this in the first place?
Why did I sign up for this in the first place? I'm far too hard on myself.
I'm far too hard on myself.
No one believes me.
Nobody believes me.
They do not think I am capable of success.
They do not think I am capable of success.
I keep getting the same message. I screw everything up.
I screw everything up.
The only way I learn is the hard way.
The only way that I learn is the hard way.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I expect failure around every corner.
Yeah, I expect failure around every corner. I'm not allowed to experience success.
I am not allowed to experience success.
I fix other problems, but not my own.
I fix other problems, but not my own.
I am hypercritical of myself.
I am hypercritical of myself.
I do not like what I see when I look at myself.
I do not like what I see when I look at myself.
I only see my negatives and never my positives.
I only see my
Excuse me.
negatives and never my positives.
No one likes me.
Nobody likes me.
Anything else? That feels lighter, actually. So let's finish this round. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay. What'd you get?
It's going to take a long time, and I'll never see it in this lifetime.
Mm, yeah. Yes, that's very true. Now, in the spirit world, okay, you remember how we got the information that the energy is dimmed down, right? It's like turned down. That's because the universal consciousness is powering everything. Us down here, as well as we're powering it big time. We're giving more than what we're receiving. But because all of that energy has to be spread out and also has to power the spirit world, that's why there's nothing going on really up there. Now, I don't want to make it sound terrible because it's not terrible. You don't have all your problems and all that you have here on the earth plane. But this is why when you get up there and you want to fix yourself, and of course, as we know, really repairing yourself is doing this energy exchange. Well, you can't do that up there. I've never found any evidence to support the energy exchange up there because that takes a lot of power and you don't have access to that amount of power up there to do all that. But yeah, you can go to lectures and you can structure your lifetimes better. You can see what's on offer. You can pick and choose different circumstances. And that's why we're so important because down here, we're feeding the machine, right? Our energy is powering all of that. And when we're doing the tapping and we're doing the motion, like, tapping left, right, what we're actually doing is we're sending energy out with our words into the universal consciousness, right? That's why we can feel all of these things going on. I think when spirit, so Judith says no dancing. So I think when spirit gives us that, right? They're just trying to basically make us feel better. To make us think, well, they are having a great time because a lot of times we have those perceptions of the spirit world, but really what they're doing up there, they're watching us very intently, the loved ones, because our emotional outcomes matter to them going forward. Now, another thing that we've noticed with doing the CTT, if you are making some headway in this lifetime and you are climbing that ascension ladder, it does have an effect on your loved ones in spirit, right? They're seeing what you're doing, they're seeing the progress that you're making down here, and they're going to have to adjust accordingly, right? If you're all still floating around in a soul family, you have made all this headway down here using the CTT or whatever modalities. Their plans that they thought that they were going to do, okay, we got to do all this over, but you're starting to resolve things. That really changes things for them and their life plans because lately we've been checking back in and it was like, well, why have the life plans changed? Because before you basically said we were doing the same old, same old. Now you're saying it's different. What has changed? And what had changed was the progress that we, as individuals here in this group, are making. It does have an effect on them, right? You want them to make positive life plans. You can send that information over to them that they can, hey, whatever ideas you've got going on that we're going to go create all this turmoil and all that. No, easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to send that information to my, so and so in spirit that this thing that we did was a bad idea. This is a better idea. You can send that information over to them. They are listening, they are paying attention. Okay, so you got that it's going to take a long time and you'll never see it in this lifetime. And that was the basis of the hairdresser's CTT,
Hmm.
right? It was, well, I'm never going to see the good karma and my rewards. Okay, so I've really got strong head pain. Does anybody else have strong head pain around the front of the head? Yes, I knew that. Okay, we're gonna have to tune into, yeah, at the front. Yeah. Okay, pressure as well. So let me tune into that and figure out what this is. Okay, I'm going in. I am not compatible with reality. I hope that wasn't for you, Mr. Reality.
I've
No,
made
it was with
myself
reality.
compatible. Yes.
It
I
was
manifest
with
my own.
reality, not Mr. Reality. All right. And what did you get? It's going to take
It's
too
going to
long.
take far, like millions of years to see the result.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
It is going to take far too long,
It is going to take, let's see, who's, it is going to take far
far
too
too
long
long for us to see any results,
for us to see any results,
maybe several lifetimes.
and maybe several lifetimes.
We are frustrated.
We are frustrated.
We do not feel compatible with this reality.
We do not feel compatible with this reality.
We are not vibrating at the same wavelength.
We are not vibrating at the same wavelength.
We are not on the same frequency.
We're not on the same frequency.
We feel imbalanced.
We feel imbalanced.
Our fear is in control.
Our fear is in control.
There are no guidelines here.
There are no guidelines here.
This is all guesswork.
This is all guesswork.
And what I think I want
And what I think that I want
may not actually be what I
may,
really need.
may not actually be what I really need.
No, I felt that leave. Okay, what else?
I've turned my back on my greatest allies.
I've turned my back on my greatest allies. I ruin all of my relationships.
I ruin all of my relationships,
And I don't know why.
and I do not know why.
I feel out of balance, out of sorts.
I feel out of balance and out of sorts.
I can't explain it.
I cannot explain it.
No one can seem to figure it out either.
No one can seem to figure it out either.
I have no control over what is happening to me.
I have no idea and no control over what is happening to me.
What else? I am confused.
I am confused.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what I want.
I don't even know what I want.
It may not be beneficial.
It may not be beneficial.
What if I want more?
What if I want more?
I'm not showing gratitude.
I'm not showing gratitude.
Ooh, I felt that leave as well. Anything else? I feel that's clear. I'm going to shut it down here. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, I felt that leave. I feel lighter. My third eye is like, shh. So those are all good feelings. Yep, we feel much better. Deb, yep, good job. And so now we're going to close. And what we're going to close with is um, the optimum ability to trust and love myself in a white light way. Okay, with no negative consequences. You know, when you do like, I'm going to have a day for me. I love myself so much. I'm going to have a day for me and I'm going to go to the spa. Okay, that's great, right? But that's just like, putting a band-aid on the wound. You might feel better for the day or a few days. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about like self-love. Swap that distrust out that I can't manifest anything and nothing good ever happens and whatever, all those negative phrases, and we're going to swap it out with self-love. Okay. Self-love, if you don't know what the opposite of whatever the negative is that you may get, the feedback during the tapping round, always, 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 you can use the opposite, which will be self-love, because self-love is the basis of it all, right? So, okay, great. So this is where we close. This was a good session today. It was interesting. Just another thing that we can all work on. Okay, so let's close. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self-love,
self-forgiveness,
self-forgiveness,
forgiveness of others,
forgiveness of others,
and the optimum ability
and the optimum ability
to trust and love myself
to trust and love myself
in a white light way
in a white light way
with no negative consequences.
with no negative consequences
In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up,
in all of those wonderful spaces we've just opened up.
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Now this feels great. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to hold for questions. We've got quite a few new people here. So let's grab the newbies if we can, please, Mr. Reality. Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate you all being here. And Mr. Reality, thank you for hosting.
Well, thank you for letting me host. It's good seeing everybody, and thank you for all your support.